Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name's Shadow Wraith, and today I am going to be going over my preparation for my next event, which is a 600 point event, a local event. Just kind of trying to dive back into it, and that's pretty much it, just trying to dive back into it. So I managed to get my ticket last minute, so I had to scramble to see what I had available. So my lists, FYI, are somewhat fun, somewhat competitive, and somewhat not optimal, because I literally made the lists, I think, like 15 minutes before the deadline to hand in, and I had a vague idea what I wanted to bring. So, that's it. Just a quick update on me. I am planning to go more full-time into YouTube, not full-time, but more time into it, which is quite nice. I've got some more support at home, allowing me to do that in the form of my lovely wife, kind of supporting me to do this content and go to events, things like that, which is amazing from her. I'll put a link to her Instagram down below. She is a phenomenal painter, so have a look, and if you feel especially saintly, do consider subscribing or following, that's what they do on Instagram, to her. So anyway, without further ado, further updates. So other than that, it's been pretty good. Moved into my new place, got that all sorted, so got my little games room, battle report soon, all that stuff. I tried to fund myself to get more training, stuff like that, so I ended up selling my canned army. Unfortunately, I got scammed by some Australian dude, because it turns out if you let them choose, like, to do it like economy like class or something, obviously you don't get a tracking number, and then they can just know the next day it didn't arrive in PayPal side with them. So lesson learned. Never mind. Luckily I did have some funds in the back pocket, so I got to cover that, but it means I lost my canned army and I lost my money, and some Australian dude's happy with himself. Well done, you. Okay, hopefully he doesn't come over to the UK in a tournament, because I know what your face looks like. So yes, and I know what my army looks like as well. Haha. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the lists. So, as is, everyone knows, I love my evil factions. Let's start with my evil list. And this looks absolutely bonkers, I know, right? Okay, not optimal, but I think it's going to be cool. I had 4 Fell Beasts, right? Brand new. I got 4 Fell Beasts from one of my local gaming stores, and I wanted to use them. So, what I'm running is, they don't have the models. I think they're all the Tainted on here. Yeah, okay. They look like someone just slapped the Tainted on the Fell Beast. That's fine. So, as my leader, I have got the Undying. The reason I've gone for the Undying is, as the name says, he's hard to kill. He's got 18 will. He can use his will as fate. On top of that, if he uses a point of his own will, then for the rest of that turn, any magical powers cast within 6 inches of him, he gains a will point, which is quite good when you're spamming Wraiths. Okay, it's not as spammy as I could have gone, but hey ho. Then here's 2 IC, second in command. I've gone with the Tainted because I've got that model and I love it. What his job is literally, those pesky moments when you've 1 priority, and you're a caster army with a monstrous charge, and they've got Aragorn. I'm going to just use my 3 point of might to heroic move, and then all my troops will swarm you and kill you. Yeah, he goes no. Okay, so at the start of the priority phase, before priority's been rolled, you just spend a point of will and go, by the way, no stand fasts or heroic actions will affect any of your warrior models. So it'll still work on heroes, but it won't, like, the warrior models won't be able to do it. So if he calls, or she, whatever, calls a heroic move, then none of the warriors can go in, which is actually quite handy, because if it's just one hero, they might still opt to move and then tag one of my Wraiths. I've still got 2 more, plus my boy 𝐾𝐲𝐿 to ping him off or help him out or do whatever shenanigans I fancy doing. There we go. And then my, 3 IC, let's call him, I don't know, he can be the Lance Corporal. So we've got the Sergeant, the Corporal, the Lance Corporal. The Lance Corporal of my list is, in fact, the one, the only Wraith I can't remember the name of. The Shadow Lord. There we go. Okay. Shadow Lord, pretty simple. Blinding Light for 1 point of will. Okay. Hit everyone within 6 inches of him on 6s. Because we've still got quite a lot of shooting. Especially with this tournament, I know Rangers of Ithilien are going. I know we've still got that pesky Assault Lothlorien, who still have many goblin shots. I mean, they hit on 5s, so they can move and still hit on 6s, so it's not as effective on them. But I think Rivendell Knights are going to be there. Yeah, it should just pee off a lot of people, which is the aim. Yeah, other than that, pretty good. I've got the caster, the anti-troop mover, and standfasty dude, and then the anti-shooty dude. And then I've got Carduche. Okay? The reason this goes up to 600 points is because I built one of my Fellbeasts as an armoured Fellbeast. The only reason I built him as an armoured Fellbeast is simply rule of cool. I'm going to state this now. It is never worth the points for 1 extra defense on your Fellbeast. Okay? It's not. It's like 20 points to give him +1 defense. Absolute rubbish. So trash. Tell me if I'm wrong in the comment section down below, but I think it's trash. But on the plus side, there's a lot of strength 2 bows out there, and instead of wounding my Fellbeast on 6s now, it'll be 6s by 4s, because he's gone up to defense 7. So yeah, I guess that's a win. And then I had 60 points left, and one of my good friends sent me a Carduche model, so a fancy Carduche model. So I thought, you know what, let's bring him. Little special treat. Thank you, Johnny, for sending me a Carduche. I appreciate that. He will be used. It's the first time I'm using him at the tournament. And I thought, this is a little one, let's use him. And the reason I brought Carduche as well is because I thought it'd be absolutely hilarious to waste 60 points with him being at the back and just being a monster energy for one of my wraiths. So he could be flying around going, oh yeah, let's cast spells and stop me from moving. Oh my god. And then he could be like, oh no, I'm running out of will. Let's just do an about turn. Left, right, left, right, left. Hey Carduche, crack his little head open. Have a little sip, come back with D6 extra will. Or I could keep my leader alive. There we go. That's my evil list. Slinging spells. I've not really run full Fellbeasts, but it's something I've wanted to do for a while. And we'll get more into the full Fellbeast list after this, because I've got another tournament in the future, not too far away. Actually, it's quite far away. I think it's in like August. But it is I believe it's a Great British Hobbit League 100, whatever that little point system thing is that they're doing up north. No idea. But yeah, it's one of them. So, you know, you get them sweaty people coming down for that because they want to get more points on their list. You know, I think the last GBHL one I went to, I brought like canned. So yeah, I am a competitive player, but at the same time, I try and have more fun than try and sweat. But then again, I did go to Articon with Black Riders, so I can do both. I tend to try and have more fun with the fun lists because I find it more enjoyable than trying super hard. But then again, I have got my super hard phase. Sounds wrong. If I need to activate it. Okay, that is the race done. Alright, get out of here. Then we've got the one, the only, the Returning the King Legendary Legion. Right, okay. So this was, 600 points is awkward for me because I usually play 650. Okay, so apparently this is what the list I wrote myself is at like 1:45 a couple of days ago. So of course we got Aragorn, not King Elisar yet, but Aragorn Strider, son of Arathorn. And of course he's got Andor for free because it's the Legendary Legion and he counts as a 6-inch banner for all these lovely spooky ghosts. That's amazing, okay? Aragorn is a top tier hero. You know, mighty hero getting a 3 point of might every turn. I'm never going to run out of might unless you kill Aragorn. Yeah, that's just so powerful, especially in the late game where I can dictate the turns. So we roll priority. If they win priority and I don't want them to move first, I call a heroic move if they got no might. If I win priority, then obviously I can still... No matter what, I can move first if I want to. So, yeah, and he's rocking with him 5 boys in green with a sword and board, and 5 boys in green with pokey sticks and shields, spear and shields. Yes, nice little warband, nice and tight. Get it tight and right, as they say. Okay, and then we got the King of the Dead's warband. This one is the one that baffled me the most. Like, the points were a bit skew with, but I wanted a Rider of the Dead because I like having a little bit of cavalry. Quite expensive model, but they're awesome. Okay, and I've updated my Army of the Dead army because I now currently own a fully metal Army of the Dead army, so, you know, I wanted something big and chunky, and that was my big and chunky model. Plus, it's always good to have some cavalry, to either counter, like, enemy hero cavalry charges on my heroes, or shooting off to grab that objective, and they're like courage 6, so you can shoot off on your own, grab an objective, and reliably you're not going to run away if you're broken, I say. Then I roll a double 1, which is fine. It's just a plan. It was absolutely bad. To be honest, why are they courage 6? Because aren't they literally like Oathbreakers? Well, anyway, doesn't matter. I guess the argument is they're dead, so what are they going to be scared of? In which case they should be fearless. But they'd be broken. Can you imagine that? Defense 8, these boys running around being fearless, like not caring. Amazing. So, we've got one of these dudes, Rider of the Dead. Then we got uno, dos, tres, I don't know the rest, cuatro, cinco, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 Army of the Dead which thought on board. And then we have 4, so 4 Army of the Dead with Spear and Shield. And as you know, all my ghosts, if they could take a shield, I'm guns to give them a shield because it's so much of a jump going from defense 7 to defense 8. Okay, there's so many strength 3 things out there that just, you know, instead of wounding on 6s, 6s by 4s. Bows, elf bows, same thing. Normal bows, it's just even hard to kill. It's insane. King of the Dead. I love this dude. He's so good. Okay, this guy goes up, and in my previous practice game, he 2-tapped a Mummock. So, yeah. A Mummock war leader, in fact. So, yeah, get charged in. He's not their leader, so the Mummock war leader couldn't strike. He's got 1 point of might, so he did strike. Won the fight with a few over ghosty boys, and I think Mummock's like courage nothing, so he just went up 2 taps because it halves his health and then halves, like, gets rid of the rest for 2 wounds. Delicious. And he can do that to everything, which is why I really like him, because he goes around and just pops trolls. Dweller of the Dark, no drama. King of the Dead's got it. That's insane. So yeah, that's it. Now, downsides to this army. Okay, the downside is it's quite low might. Relatively, I'd say. Okay, and it's low model count. Not as low as the Wraiths. Where are you, little Wraiths? I've insulted them. They're flying off into the distance. Come on, my majestic little pigeons. Come to me. Come to me. Yes. No. Don't do that. I'll get demonetized. So, yeah, the downsides to my list is low model count for this list, obviously. Okay, I've got 4 models, right? 3 of them are ring raids with 1 wound, defense 8. They've got 2 fate each, apart from the Undying, who's got like 18. But, you know, anything can happen. And Kardouche. Low breakpoint as well. And I love the fact that I can't break myself using magic, so that's always good. So I just have to charge someone to break myself if I want to. Not that I plan on doing that. Well, it depends. If I get Reconnoiter and I'm going against a horde, I kind of have to. Alright. Okay. 4 models trying to stop like a horde army getting across. It's like, well, we'll see. Anyway, so yeah, that's that. Other than that, they're really good at magic. Yeah, I don't know what army this list would counter. Bjornings? Probably not. Actually, they could. Depends. Because I stopped their shooting, within reason. I can get a cheeky transfix on a bear, because it's only resistant magic. It's got 3 will, but like Sat will could get rid of that. Yeah, once Bjorn or Grimbjorn runs out of will, there's a good chance I've got them to like be transfixed when I want them to, hopefully. What else is there? Rivendell Knights, I don't know, they're quick and anti-shooting. Quick and good at shooting. I'm slightly better at movement. And I've got monstrous charge, plus I plan on hurling everyone, so it'd be hilarious. Yeah, Army of the Dead downsides, slightly low might, slightly low model count. Other than that, they're ace, top G's. The only thing I don't like about Army of the Dead, the only thing that hurts me when I play them, and I know there's a that like I could bring Legolas, I just don't really like Legolas, but there's no reach with them, if that makes sense. Like, if they have range and I don't, and it's like Lords of Battle, which is kill points, and they've got shooting, they can just sit back and shoot. I know I'm high defense, but the chances are they're going to pop off 1 or 2. I played against Azog Hunters with these guys, and literally Azog Hunters just ran around shooting at them. I won the scenario because it was capture the middle, but like, if it wasn't that scenario, I would have been screwed. Yeah, so that's them. Cool. Okay, talking about sweaty sweats. I am going to a couple of 650-point events, okay? They're somewhat serious to the extent that there'll be sweaty people there with big neck beards. Or hidden neck beards. Or people that don't know their neck beards yet because they're like 14 and can't grow a beard. Who knows? But they're sweaty, is the point. And these are my lists that I'm considering bringing. Now tell me what you think in the comment section down below. And be brutally honest. Like, if you think I'm an idiot, or if you think that's too harsh, or that's no fun, because I could be recording all these events. Like, you know. So it's what you guys and girls, singular, that want to, what do you want to see? Because I've got my 650 point list, and basically it's exactly the same as before, apart from I don't have an armoured Fel Beast. I've got all normal Fel Beasts, and I've got a generic Wraith in addition, with, I think, like, I don't know, a couple of extra might and a point of fate and 2 will or something. But yeah, 650 points. There you go. I like that. 4 ring wraiths seem a lot better. Same named wraiths. Unless you think there's a better named wraith to bring. I don't know. Some people say I should bring a combat wraith, but it's what my Fel Beast is for. It's all good. It's all good. You know, if I'm going against a Balrog, like, I'm not going to be charging it. So, and then, of course, the filthy vanquishers. Right. The only reason these guys are here, and this is like my mad sweat. I'm literally undefeated with vanquishers. Okay, any competitive game I've had with vanquishers and necromancer, I have been undefeated so far. You know, touch wood. But maybe that's because I got lucky with opponents, stuff like that. Actually, no. Screw you. I did good. Okay, I can play the game well. You know, I've gone against horde armies where the objective is to hold the centre and stuff like that. Like, come on. The only scenario I'm absolutely screwed on is probably reconnoiter we have to run off the table edge with this army. But yeah, so that is a list. So the last tournament I was just talking about, the 600-point one, that's a good and evil list. This one is just a one faction, okay? And I brought vanquishers before to a single tournament and absolutely mopped the floor, so actually I brought them to a couple. And yeah, they're just GG. Like, they're just so good. I hate it. I wish, like, we had an evil legendary legion like this. Like, I guess we kind of do with the Rise of the Necromancer, but come on. They can do everything. They're anti-shooting, they're good in combat, they can't tie them down in combat and stop them from doing magic. You nerf them, like, they can't do a couple of their spells, but you can still just transfix whatever you're in combat with, which I think is nuts. Like, super powerful. Plus, like, everyone here has got transfix in some way. Or, you know, immobilize or whatever. Insane. Okay? Yeah, I can make them cause terror, so they can't be charged. Yeah, it's just, they can do everything. Even, like, Maelstrom of Battle, they get to adjust the dice roll. Like, I mean, I know, are you in need of assistance, my lady, is the rule, and it kind of makes sense. But, like, they've literally just got everything. It's like Assault on Lothlorien, kind of, where they've just got so many rules. They've got, like, something for everything. Assault on Lothlorien, +1 on here to wound here, +1 to here. They ignore this, they ignore that, they get to do this. They can bring these, and it's free, this is free, that's free. These guys, it's just like, here's a page of rules that they get to just ignore rules of the game. Madness. Plus, I can heal with Radagast as well. Look at that. I mean, he's not Shadowgast, but yeah. Oh, Saruman, Christopher Lee. That's the only reason I like bringing it. Like, just having Christopher Lee on the tabletop's insane. I don't play Isengard, but I just love having Saruman. Okay. He's just so cool. Gandalf, so Ian McGullen, is amazing as well. I just love the actors who played these two. Kate Blanchett, insane, amazing actress. I'm so sorry, don't know who played as Radagast. No offense, didn't really like him in the films. Liked him in the books, I didn't like him in the films. I think I've said that before on the channel. He just came across as like some stoner dude, which is fine. Like, okay, but like, I mean, come on. Who are you going to call daddy? No, I'm joking. Who you can listen to. Yeah. So let me know, because I can bring Army of the Dead as well, but I will be like getting smashed about by like good versus good, stuff like that. That's what I'm worried about, because like Bjornings are ridiculous against Army of the Dead, because they just kill everything. But yeah, that's it. That's my prep. That's my lists that I'm looking at. What other lists could I bring to that? 650. Serpent Horde. That's the other one. Okay, I've got Serpent Horde army I'm building. Again. So that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, let me know in the comment section down below what you would like to see. What you think I should bring. Or should I just go all out, try and win. Okay, because I could do that, like, absolutely. I don't do it often, but I can do it. I don't know, neck a couple of butter beers and I'm good to go. Oh god, wrong franchise. How dare I have sinned. But yeah, although the Flying Circus is always a list I've wanted to try. It just looks dumb. It looks like, I mean, I know it can be good. Very good. But yeah, that's it. Anyway, hopefully I can keep the videos coming. Ideally daily. If not, it will probably try once every 2 days until I can build up to get to daily again, because that's the aim. Because I've got so much rubbish to talk about. As long as someone's there to listen to it, I'll keep talking about it. So yeah, but if you like the video, do hit the like button. There's no option, you have to. If you physically liked it in any way, shape or form, or even smile slightly, boom, like button. And then you've got to subscribe at that point, right? You've already, like, you know, dipped your toe in. You might as well go for the full plunge. I'm joking. Even if you don't do either of those things, I still hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.